for me, the question that I always find very fascinating is, what is nothingness?
Yeah.
'Cause I think the closest you can get to nothingness is death.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's always a fun thing. Cause like I can't even comprehend nothingness.
Oh, it's black.
Yeah.
Is it black though? It's nothing. It can't be black.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's something.
Everyone always goes back to just imagine what it was like before you were born. It's like, well, fuck,
okay.
I can't do that either. Like, come on, man, give me something a little bit tangible. Like, I wasn't here. I can't imagine it. Like, I honestly think it's somewhat dream state when you die. And then that's just kind of extended for what, from your perspective, is infinity. But from everyone else's perspective, it's like 5 minutes.
This is where you freak me out.
Yeah. So like, for example, so if someone was in like intense, brutal agony or something, and then their unconscious state was aware of that, that would essentially be hell. You would extend that into infinity from their point of view, for their time point of view, unless your brain has some form of a protective mechanism, which I hypothesize it kind of does, in which like it just releases a bunch of like dopamine and neurotransmitters just to kind of like ease the transition. So I think like maybe it somewhat chemically induces you into being, if it's intact, if you're literally just like balled up into mince within nothing, I think like you're once you're dead, you're gonna experience whatever you're experiencing at that point of time once you die, until essentially forever.
I hope I'm not scared when I die, man. With that outlook.
Yeah, I just want to be just chilling in a bed, just like sleeping, like on fentanyl, like something nice. I like a hospital death, as morbid as it is for the body. I think for the mind, once you're in that state of death, if that is the thing, that it's your state of consciousness is just extended into infinity from your point of view, I think that would be a nicer way to go than just being like horribly like beaten to death or, you know, raped and murdered or something like that. Like those awful things, like what people do to other people. Don't murder other people. It's super rude. You're fucking up literally the rest of their timeline in the universe. It's so rude. Don't murder.
So, Gunnar, you described mortality as this, as coming from effort. Like you're putting more effort into life. You realize that as more you put more into it, your feeling of mortality increases. And similarly for Teo, he didn't use the word effort, but you used again the connection building. And these are I guess words that generally can go hand in hand with the idea of life fulfillment. So is it fair then to say that is it inevitable, I guess, is a more appropriate way, that as you increase the fulfillment you get from life, that your mortality increases? Is there like, do you
Fear of mortality?